Liam99, and I'm here with the follow-up video for the 100,000 video special, and I'm pleased to let you all know that the set that you guys chose, Trust My Luck, was of course the set that I didn't want to release, but anyway, yeah, it's Odin, the Thresher Blitz fleet. You guys voted on it. It just beat the votes on 99 Problems. Just pegged the vote slightly. I think it was by one vote, but we had lots of people voting. The video had lots of views, lots of interest, so thanks to all of you for that. So now we're going to look at discussing the set and discussing its uses. Now this, I mean, this is a fairly standard Thresher Blitz fleet, but it differs slightly in the fact that I fitted it with siege cannons. You'll see there, it has 2 Siege Rocket S, and a 3 Siege Cannon S, and a Maelstrom 5. It packs 5 C panels, compound armor 3, rocket reload special 3, and speed system 3. And as of yet, this fleet has not died. It's not died in a bases hit, and I've been hitting bases with it now for almost 2 months. You have to sort of use it well. You have to be careful against certain threats. Missile ships are going to hurt you, because I'm mainly stacking ballistic and explosive defense. I'm going to get a view up now for you in the ship builder, so it's just a little bit easier for you to look. So you'll see it. I've got 64% ballistic defense and 70% explosive, and my combat speed is. On a normal Thresher build, because they don't have siege cannons, their combat speeds are 17, so I'm pegging at 19, which is slightly better. And I mean, this thing's just a wrecking ball. It is just a wrecking ball, because it's got so much power on it in terms of weaponry. It can just shred through anything, and you're going to see that in some following vids. But my favourite aspect about it is all those 3 weapons have different ranges. So like the Maelstrom 5s will come into range first, and they'll send off a wave and blitz down the walls. Then the Siege Rocket S will come into range. They'll send a wave and blitz off the turrets. And if there's anything left, the Siege Cannon S will come into range last and finish up. You know, mop up what's left. And the Siege Cannon S helps blitz through the guards. If you come across a big explosive Goliath with explosive defense, siege cannons help mop it up, because you've got 6, you know. So overall, it's a great hull. I mean, the Thresher was a great hull from the outset, and then when they adjusted all the rocket specials during the event and prior to the event, it just made them awesome. And yeah, and I just took it a little step further by putting a load of siege cannons on them. And you'll see in my build, I only run 2 ships, because that's all I need. And I mean, they're both at max weight, and they you know, there's no room. I think I have about 4,500 tons left in terms of weight, and what I decided to do with that weight is put in cargo. So I've got 2 super floating fortresses with 2 large cargo holds, and I've got a super floating fortress with a small cargo hold. And you need to bring their speeds up, their map speeds, to match the Threshers, otherwise you're going to have a slow map. So you want to put hull streamlining 2 on all 3 of them, just to match their speeds up to the Thresher speed, so you don't lose any map travel speed. And yeah, I mean, that's about it really. In terms of costs, I think you're looking at 1,000 credits per ship on the Threshers, and maybe like 100 to 200 credits per super fortress. So they're not cheap. But I would say at the moment it's one of the best fleets in the game, and you're gonna see on my hits now the reason why. Okay, so on this hit you're gonna see an example of what this fleet can do, and you'll understand that on base hits you should always be prepping, or at least going into the base first, looking what's in there. So the first thing I did on this hit is I looked at the Siege Cannon Goliaths, because that's what's going to really hurt me here. And I made a judgment call on whether I want to pinch the Goliaths as I go around, because I could have pinched 2 Serbs and those 2 Goliaths there, or if I wanted to bombard the Javelin. And I actually, bunker busted the Javelin, and I did actually decide to drop a large bunker buster on the Javelin in this hit. which probably was a bad call, because I think if I would have pinched, just see where they're going around this corner here, if I would have pinched there, I think I probably would have took less damage overall. But I mean, look, you can just see what they're doing. They're just driving past Serbs that they're not there, taking hits from Goliaths. And obviously, when you're hitting a base, you obviously need to think fast. You need to target your biggest threats as you move in. So you can see I got that Goliath. I targeted that Goliath straight away. Kept him moving. You know, you're always going to take a lot of damage on this fleet because it's a blitz fleet. You know, you're just ramming it into things. So never expect to come out clean. But I got the outpost, and that's all that matters. Here's another hit from the same fleet, and I got to say, this base for this fleet was not easy. It's not an easy base for this fleet to hit, and the reason for that is the way those Goliaths are. It's a bit similar to the way my base works. The fact is, I got to take them twice. I got to drive past their line of fire once, and then I go around and I got to take it again, and so I'm under fire a lot longer. Now that pinch there was pretty almost perfect, my timing on that pinch, and it's little fractions like that on a base hit that are going to separate a victory from a loss. So you need to really focus on how you attack bases. But obviously prior to the hit, I looked at the threats, I looked at what was going to cause me the most pain, and I knew it was the guards. And the fact that I managed to pinch 3 of them in one hit, you know, really made the hit for me. But you can see there that, I mean, I've really been tagged a lot, and those Threshers there, they're low on health, but they've got enough to do it, enough to do the job, and that's all that matters. You know, I didn't kill his Goliaths on that turn, but I didn't need to. But the thing is with this fleet, it's way overpowered. In terms of use, it's effortless. It's actually effortless. I mean, look, I stack them at the beginning of the channel. I click and point and drop a pinch. I mean, who needs skill to use a fleet like that? You know? And here's a third hit, and this will be the final hit I'm going to show you, which is just, you know, I'm just examining what they can do. I mean, this base that I hit in this attack here, this is a tough base. You know, I can't deny that it's not a hard base. I'm not sure if I was to use any other fleet, I would be able to get in. That's the truth. I don't think my MCXs would have got in, or it certainly would have been close. You know, and this is one hit, no prep, straight in. You know, obviously the biggest flaw you can see on this base is the fact that where the guards, they all sit together. I can neutralise them with a pinch. I mean, all blitz fleets you should be using a pinch. It's my most used rocket for almost all fleets, but it's certainly for blitz fleets. And you can see, I mean, look at the beating they've taken going around that corner. I'm getting hit by siege cannons, assault cannons. I'm getting tagged by halos, Serbs. I mean, and I'm just look at the wake of explosions. You know, it's just an absolutely brilliant fleet, and by far one of my toughest fleets. I mean, I don't like to use fleets like this that often. I mean, I do like to use them because they're just brilliant, but the only real skill required is in the design of the build. If you build it, you're going to just enjoy wrecking bases, and you're not going to need to put a great deal of effort into what you do. Don't get me wrong, it's, you know, it's a great ship, it's a great hull, and, you know, if you build it and use it, you're going to have fun, but it's very overpowered, especially on that build. You know, and I think that's sort of partly the reason why we're seeing some changes in base defense at the moment. But, you know, there you go. That's Odin. That's the fleet you requested. That's the fleet you voted on. And I'm really thankful for everyone that shows interest into my videos on my YouTube channel. I try to keep it fun. I try to keep it interesting, and try to keep doing stuff for you. So yeah, I hope you like it, and stay tuned, because I think we're gonna do a set release every 50,000 views now. So keep watching the vids, and you'll see some more upcoming stuff. Thank you for watching. Liam99 out. And if again, I'll just say, if you have any questions regarding the set and regarding the fleet, then comment on the video here, and I shall answer all questions I can. I mean, I hope you've got a good sort of example and a good detail of how to use this fleet and what its main uses are. It's pretty straightforward, in all honesty. You made it quite easy for me in this choice. So yeah, comment on the video and I shall reply to everything. I promise you that. I'm sorry for the delay. I know some of you have been waiting for this. I hope you enjoy.